Ndị be anyị kene m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taa. A sị m unu daalụ nne ka unu si esonyere anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'ihu akwụkwọ. Anyị sịkwa nke onye chiri eze elu. Anyị sị na-adịkwala unu na mma n'ụzọ nke afịa nke ndị Igbo n'azụ, Nkwọ, Orie, Afọ, Eke. Anyị sị daalụ nne ka unu si na-akwado anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'ihu akwụkwọ a na Eastern News 24. Anyị sị adịrị unu mma na Eke, dịkwa unu mma na Afọ, dịrị unu niile mma. Anyị kwere na-akọ ya adị ise. Alright, ozi na-eji n'ugbu a bụ onye ndu. I just tinyere unu program ya because of tata bụ sit at home in the memory of his last broadcast okwu tupu ejide ya. Gee na ya bụ ife ka unu ghọta ife Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-eti mkpu ya ori afọ ori oge na-adọ ọka na ntị mana ndị mmadụ anụlọ. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ife kabarụ ka drop your own comment on the comment below. Alright, over to you, sir.
They say they're Jews. I look at them and I laugh. All these people serving Fulani interests, listen carefully to this. That Nigeria is more divided today than ever before is no longer news. Now Nigeria is divided. This is according to a conservative newspaper, Guardian. It is already manifesting with the North Central geopolitical zone that appears set to break away and seek self-actualization from the corners. People are now waking up. And that was our mission from day one. To educate the uneducatable. To educate the lazy morons in the zoo. For you, what we've been doing all these years is trying, like when you want to jumpstart a car, and maybe the battery is flat or the kickstarter, the kick motor is not working, and you keep trying until you get that engine to start. That's what we have done. All we've been doing all these years without anybody knowing is to get your brain to start thinking, to get your brain to start asking critical and searching questions. Those questions, Facebook don't want you to ask them because they're working for the zoo. They understand, as they said before, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. What we want you to do is to open that book and read that page. Read it. The zoo was created by a white man. No black man created Nigeria. Nigeria is a British racist construct. Anybody supporting Nigeria, that person is mentally in fact, the person is more than insane. More than insane. And over the years, before they said we are mad, they don't know what they're doing. But over the years now, they have come to accept that what we are saying is actually correct. Now Middle Belt is rising up and saying enough is enough. Because now they know in the Middle Belt, if you're part of Nigeria, Fulani will come and kill you. The only reason why Fulani are in Ebonyi killing people with the help of Dave Umahi, the only reason why that administrator of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, wants to allow Fulani to start killing us because we are in one Nigeria. Now imagine that we have Biafra. Do you think Fulani will come and kill us in Ebonyi State? It's a very simple question. Do you think that if you had the Kwara Farm republic in the Middle Belt, that Fulani will come from Mali, from Niger to come and kill somebody in Agatu, of course, is Biafra. They will come into Birom in Plateau and kill. Do you think that Fulani will have the courage to go to Plateau State and give themselves local government chairman in all those areas? Do you think so? If you're in your own country? Now, as America is, do you think that Britain can go to America now and impose a duke or a marquis or a lord? But had America remained under British colonial rule, they would have had the right to do that. This is something that we want people to understand. Not that we hate anybody or we despise anybody. We just want you. It's just simple common sense. Ask yourself, why are the killings going on in the zoo? Why? Why are people dying in Nigeria? It's because you're in Nigeria. If Fulani had their own area, houses on their own, who will come to kill each other and take over their farmland? That is why they want to smuggle these things through the legislature. Because you're in Nigeria. They can legislate to give your waterways, your rivers, and your streams to Fulani people because you're in Nigeria. Because the Parliament of Nigeria have actually taken a decision to allow the waterways to be controlled by Miyetti Allah. But if there is no Nigeria, such nonsense cannot happen. Now, I don't know why people find it difficult to understand something so simple. And as I keep saying, any day that I pass on, the first thing I'll ask God, because of course I'm going to heaven, the first thing I'll ask God is, when you were creating the brain of a black man, what actually happened? I will ask, I'm telling you the truth. I will ask God Almighty, when you were creating black people and you got to their brain, what did you take away? What did you put there that predisposes them to such unimaginable levels of idiocy? You are in Nigeria and you are dying. Fulani are killing you. You are dying every day. The same Fulani are in Asorok. The same Fulani control the legislature. The same Fulani control the judiciary. The same Fulani are enacting laws to take your land away from you and give to the people. And you wake up in the morning and you say, one Nigeria. May God have mercy on yours. I have never seen such levels of idiocy in my life. I have never. And may I never, ever. I'm waiting for them to unleash that demon tomorrow with a mask. Address. I will finish them tomorrow. Tomorrow I will finish them. Let them bring out that idiot tomorrow. I don't care the level of deep fake they have used. I don't care the level of technology they have employed. I do not give a damn. Tomorrow we are IPOB, the most formidable, the most credible, the most consistent, the most fanatical, the most insane freedom fighting outfit in the whole world. Tomorrow, bring out that I give you on, as the idiot is mouthing the usual rubbish that he mouths, I give you only 5 minutes. I will tell you where it was recorded. I will tell you, all they do is they mime. They play a voice and you see him miming. That is, miming means you'll be moving your mouth to simulate the words that is being read out. It doesn't mean it is you. That is why he couldn't address the UN live. Some of you say these things. Some of you see that his ear is bent. You can see 2 ears. You can see. I don't want to curse black people anymore. I'm telling you, I don't want to, because your stupidity is astonishing. It is mind blowing. It is astonishing. Nobody can ask. All these idiots saying one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. I want to ask you a very simple question. Why have you not asked your so-called president of one Nigeria? Why are you not giving us a live address tomorrow? Why are you not? Why can't you speak live in the morning? It has been a tradition in the zoo. Every monkey who's occupied that very seat from the beginning, every 1st October in the morning, they'll give an address. Why are you changing it now? Because Buhari is dead. Buhari is in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. You people concocted one idiot with a mask to be pretending and deceiving all of you. And I asked you a very simple question. These are people who claim they're intellectuals, people who claim they went to school. And I asked them a simple question. Look at the face of who you say is Buhari. Look at the face. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. Do they look like the hands of an 80-year-old? I am asking you, before you even look at his, look at the hands of an 80-year-old. You claim this because he's eating well in Asorok. The food they're cooking for him is very good. There's one Igbo woman who is cooking ofen salad for him all the time. And I say to you, go and get me the hands of an 80-year-old millionaire anywhere in the world. George Soros, these are people who are billionaires. They are richer than Nigeria. Why are they not looking as young as the idiot in Asorok? These are the things that I expect people that went to school to be able to reason through and to fathom, but they can't. That was when this whole Jubril Buhari saga came about. Believe you me, any atom of respect I had for black people, for Nigerians, disappeared. That was when I knew that the conquest of black people, the subjugation of black people, slavery wasn't a coincidence. These are physical manifestations of the idiocy of a black man. I'm telling you the truth. Because of what happened with that clown wearing a mask in Asorok, believe you me, that was when I determined that black people are foolish. This shows you said I'm telling you the truth. You can see somebody, your grandmother is near you. She is 80 years old. Your grandfather is somewhere. Your uncles are there. Look at your uncles. Look at them. Look at the idiot little boy in Asorok. Can you not see a difference? Look at his hand. And tomorrow, you will see them. They will hide his hand. I am waiting for his hands tomorrow. You know us now. We are going to be watching them, scrutinizing them very well. They will hide his hands tomorrow, as he's been hiding his hands now. Because the last time the idiot, they claim he went to Mali, they tried to simulate the hand of an 80-year-old. And look at it. It's on my page on Facebook. Go and have a look at it. And I'm asking people, you Nigerians, you're foolish. I know that. I give that to you. Are you also blind? I know you, as a Nigerian, you are the most stupid thing on the face of the earth. But are you also blind? Can't you see the hands? Is that the hand of a human being or a monster? After seeing it, they just shrug it off. That was what led me to believe that there is something wrong with our brain. That was why God allowed white people to come into Africa to colonize us, because Africans are very foolish. I'm giving it to you raw, live and direct. African people are foolish, 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 foolish to the core. They cannot reason. That is why they are poor. That is why Africa is poor. Thanks to Radio Biafra, the North Central have now, I wouldn't call them North Central, that the Middle Belt actually, they've now woken up. Ududuwa is with us everywhere. People from Ghana, everywhere, people are rising up and saying, thanks to Radio Biafra. This, hey, you talk too much. Hey, you're, what do you call it? Is it ranting or? Okoko. Have you seen what that ranting has produced? People are now rising up. And the one thing I love, to be honest with you, I never expected this level of magnanimity from our Yoruba brethren. I never expected it. For them to rise up to say that IPOBU was an inspiration. You know what that means? These are people that some people have considered to be our adversaries in the past. For them to be that magnanimous, that was when I knew that they're real. Magnanimity, that was when I knew they were real. They told me not even in the open. You go and watch the Heritage interview yesterday. It was very, very clear. We are their inspiration, because they have now seen the truth. And that truth is contained in our consistency, both philosophically and ideologically. Principled stance. The man's name is Bisi Akonde. Let me tell you what he said. He's an elder. Don't insult our elder. If your elder is stupid, I will not only insult him, I will hang him with facts and figures. I don't suffer fools gladly. I don't believe that your age should confer upon you some, I don't know, some, the Ashiwaju of wisdom and common sense. It doesn't mean that. Stupid people grow old. I want people to understand this. Idiots grow old. I don't have time to educate the elderly who have refused to allow themselves to reason, because the platform he's occupying is coming from the viewpoint, I know it all, we've seen it, we're intellectuals, the same old garbage. Intellectual, there is no light, no good road, no housing, no food, nothing. And there are intellectuals everywhere. Intellectuals like University of Iguacha, Petroleum Department. People graduate from the Petroleum Department of a university. The 4 refineries that should absorb them into employment are not working. But people are still being admitted to study petroleum engineering. Unbelievable. Only in the zoo. Now, let us talk about this man. Oduduwa Republic, Bisi Akonde, says Nigeria must remain united. I want to ask Bisi Akonde a very simple question I ask every idiot in the zoo. Did you create Nigeria? What is the meaning of the name Nigeria? What was the nationality of your father before the white man named you, now your grandfather, so to speak, before the white man named you Nigeria? Now, what about your history? Are you saying that the history of your people do not matter? That the only thing that matters is the history created by a white man? I'm asking Bisi Akonde, because he has asked those calling for the breakup of Nigeria to stop it. According to him, allowing Yoruba to break away from Nigeria might lead to war. So bloody what? Yugoslav, they keep, I don't know where this fear comes from. Always fear might lead to war, But there is war already. They came to Yoruba land and they killed Papa Shuranti's daughter. Have you not heard about it? Have you not heard about what Fulani headsmen are doing? Are you foolish? You are intellectual. It might lead to war, but there is war already on the ground. This is why I have no time for these fools. You call yourself an elder. You're a PhD holder, but you're a fool. If you claim that you want to go and prepare for war, then you say so. Not to come out and to discourage people. Professor Kintoye, the Yoruba One Voice, they've come out to say, we are agitating peacefully as IPOB is doing. Peaceful agitation. What is wrong with that? It's like you're in a classroom. Your teacher is talking rubbish. You raise up your hand to ask questions. She says, shut up, don't say anything. But teacher, please clarify. That is what agitation is about. Please explain to me why I must remain in this zoo. Tell me. Somebody have just written now that breaking news: police ban rally or protest on Independence Day. Zoological Republic, but in their constitution, I want to remind this Bisi, whatever his name is, Bisi Akonde. He's an elderly fool. And if you allow this type of foolish elders to continue existing, you become confused. I'm telling you the truth. Some of you are afraid of speaking the truth. And if you are afraid of it, you can't walk with us if you are afraid of the truth. Now listen, they have banned rally and gathering. But in their constitution, it says you have the right to assemble anywhere. You have the right to protest. And the police will give you protection. Those Chineke, me and the black people, you people are driving me insane. Black this yogi from Africa. In their constitution, it says the police should provide protection and escort for any group of people wishing to protest. The same police have now gone and said there is a ban. And that is the country that Bisi Akonde is saying, don't break it. And he's an elder. He's an intellectual. He went to school. And I want to ask Bisi Akonde, what happened to that part of the constitution that says you are allowed to protest and to rally? That's what I'm asking him. And he's an intellectual. I want him to answer me. He cannot. Where we come from, I don't know how to translate this in English. Okay, Sona Banyenaji. That's how we are taught when we're growing up in the village. There are some elders who are as useless as that. You know, there is a smaller version of millipede that attacks a yam. Okay, Sona Banyenaji. They are like that. You see them with their gray hair, telling you what we saw standing up, you cannot see, flying, garbage, pure garbage. If they are good, let me ask Bisi Akonde, if your generation was any use to anybody, how come the zoo is in the mess that it is in today? It's a very simple question. If your method has worked, if your one Nigeria has worked, why is it that foreign people are killing people in the south and you've done nothing about it? Because they gave you money, because you're compromised, because they have pictures of you in a compromising position, because they know that they have your file. They have called you and said, please say something, and you're talking. But tonight I will disgrace you that your people may know that you are a nobody. People are asking for their freedom. You go to America, don't you, for treatment. You travel to England for treatment. In those places, their young people rebelled against their elders. That is why their land is good. Before you start talking rubbish, respect your elders. If an elder is stupid, well, how can you respect a stupid person? How is that possible? How? Bisi Akonde. He is the interim chairman. He's a pioneer interim chairman of the APC, of course. He's an APC man in Ibadan. And we know the history of some of Ibadan people in politics in the zoo. They are traitors. I tell you, one thing about radio, I will tell you the truth. Please, if that is going to cause any rancor, then you are in the wrong place. I will preach the truth. I will preach the truth. It's from Ibadan, as always. They are very good people, of course, but they have their own fair share of saboteurs in Yoruba land. I know their history very well. But I thank God Almighty in heaven, Chukwokika Biama, that this new generation, it fills me with great pride and joy. As I said yesterday, these are the people I've been waiting for. I know that Yoruba will rise up one day. I've been waiting for the right people, and now they have come. And you will see what is going to happen. And I'm sure they're going to ignore this man, of course. Ignore him. The news agency of Nigeria reports that he said allowing Yoruba to break away from Nigeria might lead to bloodshed. But there's bloodshed in your land already with Fulani Janjaweed. Was it not the same bloodshed that caused Yoruba people to lose a Ilorin to Fulani people? That in a Ilorin today you have an emir. Was it not war? So did Fulani come in peace and you gave a Ilorin to them? It was war. He consequentially called on those agitating for a Yoruba nation to bury the idea, saying the nation can't afford to witness another war, but there is a Fulani war going on. Are you that blind that you cannot see it because you're in APC? Maybe after tonight, your eyes will open. You will understand that we have gone very far. You cannot stop us. You cannot stop us in a country where everything is begging. Everything is begging to sign a law. Oh, please, Buhari, can you revisit Confab report of 2014? Oh, please, Buhari, can you do this? Please, Buhari. Every day you're begging. The Buhari you're begging, the idiot's skeleton is in a Saudi grave. His tormented soul is wandering the Arabian desert. Aisha's boyfriend is busy. They are shopping all over the world. They are busy having fun. And people, I am told, once you travel back to the zoo now, they will take 51,000 naira from you and give you a non-existent address of a hospital to go and do COVID-19 tests. And your money is gone. That's what they're doing in Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Abuja. But I want to ask them, when Aisha Buhari flew to Dubai to go and do shopping for the daughter's wedding, did she do COVID-19 test before coming back? Oh, she is more equal. Okay. She's a feudal, feudal lady. I want to, all those people don't know the criminality going on in this. Every part, I want to ask BC Akonde. BC Akonde, do you know that there is a fraud going on in Abuja right now? If you come in, every other country of the world, every other country on this earth, once you're a citizen, you can fly back. You may not have the money to do COVID-19 tests where you are stranded. Only in Nigeria, they will say to airlines, we will fine you if you bring anybody here. But you don't know if those people are stranded, if they have the money for it or not. Why don't you conduct a test when they arrive? No, you will pay 51,000 naira. You will do COVID-19 tests where you are. When you fly into Azikiwe Airport, you will pay 51,000 naira for a hospital that doesn't exist. And you know, when people are steeped in fraud, when people are mad, they have acquired a fraudulent mindset, they will always look for a way to make money. Everybody's corrupt in the zoo. And I want to ask those at Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport in Abuja, when Aisha came back from Dubai, having shopped for her daughter, breaking COVID-19 curfew and everything and lockdown, did she do a test, COVID-19 test in Dubai before coming back? And when she landed, did she pay 51,000 naira again? These are the double standards that I am a Republican. I am a Biafran. I am Igbo. We believe in the equality of everybody before God Almighty in heaven. I want to ask all those criminals, that the world may know the depth of decay in the zoo called even COVID-19. Instead of them to be sympathetic towards the plight of people who are stranded, they will force you will do COVID-19 tests where you are. Even if you don't have $100 or $200 to do it, you will do it. If you still come back to Abuja, you will pay 51,000 naira. Can you believe that type of nonsense? And these are one Nigeria people. These are one Nigeria people. I think maybe somebody's trying to draw my attention to something. Somebody's trying to draw my attention. Information is that the coordinator of Oron LGA in Akwa Ibom State, Victor Sunday, has been arrested by the zoo police and taken to Central Police Station in Ekotakpan in Uyo. In Uyo, he has been taken to Uyo. Victor Sunday has been taken to Uyo for interrogation. He's done nothing wrong. Those that attacked the convoy of Zulum in Borno, no one has arrested them. There is no house-to-house surge arresting people. Only in Biafra land. In Uyo, for that matter. And they have started in Uyo. They have started. When our own madness, little one, and when we show them 1% of our madness now, they'll start complaining. They are the ones looking for trouble, as always. And as I will keep saying, the same way they provoked Boko Haram into armed conflict, it was Nigeria police that caused it. Anybody telling you that Boko Haram is, the person is talking nonsense because they don't want to face the truth. Boko Haram was peaceful. Boko Haram was peaceful until they attacked them. Until Nigeria police attacked them. That is a fact of life. I don't know what is happening. Maybe Facebook has started removing people. I don't know. It's gone from 8.7. It has now gone down now to 8.3. That is what they do. I don't know if they have started removing people. I have no idea. But remember, you have IPOB Community Radio. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. The Christian Association of the Zoo, Nigeria, has appealed to Buhari to sign. Everything is appeal. Everything is begging. I don't know how you can run a nation based on begging. Based on appeal. I don't know how that is going to be possible. I do not know. I cannot see any movement anymore. On Facebook, I cannot see any movement. Nothing is happening. I am no longer receiving any notifications. People are no longer writing or commenting or bringing. Please, if you have any information to give to me, please go to Facebook and write it. I will be able to see it, please. I tried to move about, and for that reason now, that has frozen. But if it has frozen, you can no longer join us or be able to participate. Please, I ask you to go to IPOB Community Radio. Very, very important. The time now is approximately 29 minutes. 29 minutes to 9 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. We are live and direct. And please, I need confirmation. I do need confirmation that we are still live and direct, please. Very, very important. I need confirmation that we are live and direct on Facebook, because it's frozen here. I cannot see anything anymore. I cannot see anything anymore. It is frozen on this very end. If you are able, if we are still on Facebook, please do let me know. Very, very important indeed. We are live and we are direct, and the whole world is listening. As I told you earlier, we are going to be live again tomorrow morning as well to dissect the nonsense coming from the from the mask-wearing clown. That is Aisha Buhari's boyfriend. We are going to listen to him tomorrow morning. We are going to watch out for his hands to see what they have done to it, how they have managed to age it. We are also going to focus on the mask that he's wearing, because ultimately it will sleep. Ultimately, it will sleep. I need confirmation that we are live on Facebook. Very, very important, please. I need confirmation that we are live on Facebook. They said Facebook is live and direct. Thank you very much. On my page, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are live and we are direct, and the whole world is paying attention to what we are saying, and they should do so, because this is the only place where you can come, the finest university on the face of the earth, where you will come a very useless black idiot, and you go away a very sound and sensible human being, a renewed.
Alright, ndị be anyị daalụ nne unu anụgo ife onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwugasịrị n'elu akwụkwọ a. Gịnị ka ị nwere ike ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife? Ka bakwarụ ka ị drọpụrụ ya on the comment section below. Once again, ihe anyị nọ n'ime ya bụ Eastern News 24. We will give to you the latest news concerning what is happening in Biafra land. Daalụ nne nkwụsị eso ile anyị. Ka emesịa nụ ndị be anyị ụmụ Igbo. Daalụ.